Here I am with Monumentomb, who've just come off stage at Beermageddon.
Hello.
Well, hello then. Fine, we'll go with that. Yeah. No, we've just done a brutal death metal. Nah, it's rubbish. We'll do another take.
Rewind.
You've just come off stage. How was it on stage today for you?
Oh yeah, it's fucking brilliant. I mean, we had one of the biggest crowds we've ever played so far. I mean, yeah, probably the biggest actually.
And the best, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we've only been playing live since March. I mean, it's like, you know, from going to playing small, tiny venues in Kent to doing this, it's a big deal for us. You know, it's humbling more than anything. You know, I mean, the fact that Jim Beerman hadn't seen us live beforehand as well, and he had the confidence to say, "Look, come and play the festival." Really, really, really proud of it. You know, just couldn't ask for more, really. It's going fast, you know. It's a good thing, but at the same time, it's like, oh fuck, there's a lot of stuff going on at once, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you're here all weekend?
Yeah. Gonna get hammered.
Best way to be: do your set, and then enjoy it with everybody else.
Oh yeah.
Caution.
We've got to overcompensate now. We're not even going to stop.
So who else are you looking forward to seeing this weekend?
Blind Chaos, everyone.
Yeah.
Chowder Both, definitely.
Yeah.
Still
Sounds like a lot
Sog.
of fun.
Honestly, Still Sog.
Stolsog, yeah.
And Onslaught.
Jada Bow.
Yeah.
Onslaught as well tomorrow.
Yes.
And Lawnmower Death later, isn't it?
Yes. There's some really good bands not to miss the next 2 days.
Jim's pulled out a really good lineup this year, I think.
Yeah.
Listening to some of the stuff, he pulled out a really fucking good lineup.
Yeah. And how about you? What are you doing after this?
What, after this today?
Yeah, after the gig, the weekend, playing.
I don't know, where are I playing?
We've got one more. We've got a gig in our hometown in Maidstone on the 19th of September, headlining that, and after that we've got 2 gigs in London. One with Crow and Warcrab. That's at the Unicorn, I think it is. And after that, we've got Grave Crusher, Hellsworn Decrepit at the Black Heart in Camden. That's not until October. And then after that, concentrating on trying to get an album out next year.
Excellent.
He knows it all. We know nothing. Gig tomorrow.
Please turn to practice, that's it.
Can you show me the script as well next time, please?
What script? We just wing it every day anyway, you know. You just listen to the moment.
Wing it.
So
I didn't learn the songs till now, you know.
Couldn't play guitar till, this morning, so.
So you say you got together in sort of March?
Playing Licence March. We got
March,
together in November, December last year properly. Started playing, it was me and Lee writing stuff, and Alex when he was in the band as well. Because he plays in Infected Dead as well. That's why he left to concentrate on that, which is absolutely fine. He wants to concentrate on his band. So yeah, it started out with just the 3 of us, and then eventually we got Guy who was on bass, and then when Alex went to concentrate on Infected Dead, he moved on to guitar, then Nathan joined bass. So he's not been in the band very long, it's only been, 6 weeks now?
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah. So he's picked up pretty quickly.
Tighter than me.
Oi, oi.
It's too early now.
You're not drunk enough.
So, being a new boy, what's it like joining the band?
It feels very daunting. This isn't actually the music that I primarily play. I'm more into sort of rock and punk, but we all have the sort of metal side and an evil side, and this is where I get to sort of express it, and it's just fucking brilliant. This is sort of this is a band that I've been waiting for to join. Sort of the fucking hard heavy sound is just fucking brilliant. I love it.
Excellent. And how about you 3? I mean, from getting together, like you said, last year, then playing live and now here, I mean, has it been a real whirlwind for you so far?
Yeah, it's taken off quite quick.
Yeah, come a long way really fast.
Yeah. So especially this one, from the gig we done last, it must have been 10 people watching us.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it's bosh, there wasn't many people in there, at least 7 at least. Probably more. It's quite a big jump, so it's...
Well, we've heard your stuff and we played your stuff, and it's gone down really, really well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Seems to be what we get feedback most of the time. People seem to be digging it.
It's because I buy most of the albums on the internet, you know.
From every different computer in your office.
That's why I pump money into the band.
Yeah. That's how I launder my money.
Mum's money.
My mum's money, that's how I
It's
launder
on
my
tape,
mum's money.
Hi, Mum.
Hello, Mum.
Hello, Mum.
She's like, "What?"
Put the tape recorder on now.
So how are you guys being received in your hometown?
In our hometown itself, it's Kent in general is a weird place to play. It depends on. I mean, hardcore is really popular around there. I mean, there's a lot of people stamping their foot on the ground and whinging about their daddies hating them or whatever. You know, it's that sort of stuff. So that's really popular. But we've played a couple of gigs here, what's at the Beacon Court in Gillingham. One night we had 40 people there, and the same venue about a month later, 20 people there, half the amount. It's really, really unpredictable. It's we don't want to stay there forever, not realistically anyway. I mean, it's okay, but we want to do better. You know, obviously try to expand, go into Europe, eventually America.
It's a good launch pad, but you know you can't really expect
it's kind of like our training ground.
There are some big scenes out there, and we've got to move into those as well.
Yeah, especially in Germany as well. The Germans absolutely love us at the moment as well, and even in Asia, in some places in Thailand as well, really interested. So fingers crossed, might eventually play over there.
So you really need to get the album out ready, don't you?
Yeah, it's still being written at the moment. I mean, obviously because we've been gigging quite well, not an awful lot, but there's been a lot of stuff that's going on in the background. The writing's sort of been put aside slightly, but after this and the rest of the gigs have been out of the way, it's going to be fully concentrated on. So obviously, I mean, we all have full-time jobs as well, so getting spare time is few and far between.
Yeah. So it's fitting it all in.
So contrary to popular belief, you know, all the money that we do make from merch and stuff just goes into getting more merch. It doesn't it goes into our pocket, but it doesn't get spent on trinkets and awards. You know, it gets spent on more merch and getting more. You know, it gets recycled.
Yeah.
So.
But that's the way it seems to be with a lot of bands.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's especially if you're starting out, but it's the only way you can do it. Just investing in recycling the money is the only way you can do it. You know.
Basically paying to run the band. We're not making that money.
It's a very expensive hobby.
Paying to run the band.
I've done it in my other bands as well. It's just fucking like an endless cycle. Just keep going over.
There's always a drum skin to replace, or a cymbal, guitar
Cymbal?
strings, or a new guitar.
Or
Not even a cymbal actually. Seriously, cracked the other day. Not happy.
Oh.
So saw something out there.
So here's your chance to get some endorsements if you
Yeah,
want.
Savior, pick me up. I'm right.
more Jackson
start a
guitars.
pledge for
all of them.
So, anybody who hasn't heard your music, what would you describe your music as?
Just if you, well, it's, depends if they've heard of Carcass, Bolter or stuff like that. I mean, it's old school death metal, but obviously with a modern sort of twist on it. So it's heavy, brutal-ish. Well, no, I wouldn't say brutal. It's fast, but we're not going for full-on punch in the face, brutal, chug, Rottweiler vocals, that sort of thing. You know, it's
I
just,
like that phrase.
Rottweiler vocals.
it's just, you know, we like to have a bit of sort of memorability to it. You know, so you can actually remember some of the riffs, and you know, it's got replayability as well, as opposed to just hearing, you know,
melody as well.
non-stop last weeks. You know, it's all good if you're in the mood for it, but that's not what I had in mind. So. Just old school death metal. That's the easiest way of just summing it down, really.
As if it was still in the 80s, as it were.
Yeah.
Late 80s, early 90s, yeah.
So, when your album comes out, how would you like to see it? On download, vinyl, CD,
A lot.
cassette?
Even tape, vinyl. Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of collectors out there that do that sort of thing. So yeah, definitely on every platform available. Because at the moment we've still got distribution going through Spotify, Amazon, iTunes. It's all going through at the moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, when the album's out, it'll be the same thing again. But fingers crossed, next time round we will have vinyls and tapes, etc. So ideally we'd have the whole lot. Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds very, very good. I also ask a random question. Marmite, love it or hate it?
Love it.
Well, actually, I'm divided on the subject.
No, you can't.
I am.
You either.
There are sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it.
What are you?
No, I love it. Love it.
80.
There's always one.
Always.
You're
There's
wrong.
always oddball. Right, see you later.
So, when you have your album out and say you had to make a music video to go with it, what sort of style would you want your music video in?
Sort of grainy black and white. Just not a 1920s horror movie sort of effect, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Some puppies.
Everything's locked right in Martin's head.
Is it?
Yeah.
What?
Everything's locked in there, and he lets us have little snippets every now and then. What's got going on? And we're like, well.
They can always hear the Cogs moving, but they never see it. You know. Something with sort of Nosferatu effect, something like that maybe.
Yeah,
or inspired by Hammer horror films,
Yeah.
something like that. Something. Well, something simple.
Something.
Really. Yeah, something evil looking. Yeah.
That sounds pretty good to me. Yeah.
So going on that sort of image for the video, if someone like Wes Craven was to approach you saying, I need a soundtrack for my next film.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, James Cameron or not James Cameron. James John Carpenter. Yeah, John Carpenter, Wes Craven. Yeah.
Put them both together and you never know what you might get.
Yeah, I can't imagine James Cameron digging death metal, to be honest. Especially down in those submarines all the time.
Raising the bar.
At least you didn't say David Cameron because that would have made it interesting.
Might be into it, you never know.
I've still got
I've had to try, yes. Yeah.
I'll see him at one of our gigs, in the mosh pit.
throwing some shapes to be fucking awesome.
I'll tell you what, he knows how to burn off some steam, seriously. He gets really aggro with the pits, honestly. Yeah.
So we're on about endorsements. If you could have any company endorse you, who would it be?
Oh, it's a tough one. For practical reasons or for...
Any reason.
Probably Crack and Rum.
Crack and Run, that's a good one.
Actually, I've done some no Axis pedals. Axis, yeah, Axis, bang on it.
Gibson. I'll go for a bit of Gibson.
Yeah,
I
Gibson
love
over
my
there.
Gibson guitars.
I'm a Ibanez player myself.
So you
That'd
go
be
for
good.
Ibanez.
I'll go for an Ibanez.
Right, so you've got to have a drunken Ibanez, Axel and
Gibson.
Gibson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ibanez or Copperberg.
And Kraken.
Excellent. Well, yeah. Put them that, nicely.
Oh wait, if we're doing two then Jack Daniels as well.
Monumentomb's Kraken. Yeah. Have your own
Monument
brand.
Crack, yeah.
I thought we were endorsing the Tash.
Oh yeah.
Monumentash, yeah.
Getting there.
Tash.
Getting there, yeah. Only a couple of years, isn't it?
Well, next time we catch up with you guys and interview you, we might have a little measurement then. See how it should be.
Right, well that's 18 months.
30 minutes.
He's not actually allowed to shave it now. It's been declared like a national heritage site.
It's actually developed
He's
into
got
an
tiny little
ecosystem as
villages
well.
in it.
It's like a rainforest.
Don't
So what's a tash? We normally get a Monumentash. That normally comes our way.
Yeah, little curly bits of hair coming off the logo.
That should be our next fucking like t-shirt design. Just a
Monumentash.
tash.
We should get mustache creams or something made as well.
yes, yes.
Clones, you know.
Right,
Some
enough
of them.
about the tash.
And
Drop it.
in the band, who's the Joker out of you or who?
Yeah, it's got to be like.
Bangers! Not me.
He doesn't shut up.
Not me.
Of course he doesn't. He's
I take the battery,
He's a drummer.
it still goes, you know. It's useful when he's behind the kit. Otherwise, it does red zone.
You wait, you get drunk tonight, Brazza.
Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, you know, it's well funny. When we arrived at the gate,
Yeah.
I was going through our names and the ring
Oh,
bag.
fuck's sake.
I said, who's Lee? I was like, it's me. He went, who's Brian? I was like, Brian? I was like, it's Byron.
I'm Brian, so's my wife.
Everyone, when you see him, call him Brian. It's well funny.
Yeah, it's like a gig in Sheerness. Byron, that's a weird name. Coming from someone who looks like a complete tramp. Okay.
Whoa!
She was horrible. She was horrible.
I think they've just cancelled our tour in GNS.
Brazza.
Cut that out.
Right.
She might try and kill me now. With a shoe.
So, in say 5 years' time, where would you like to see yourselves as a band?
Just play festivals, just
Bloodstock.
keep playing, yeah.
Bloodstock the Wildwood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Touring around America. Looks like a good thing to get on.
Japan.
Yeah, actually, yeah,
Japan.
Japan would be nice,
Cool.
yeah.
Excellent. Any particular
Huge
venue?
crowds.
Any-
Sweden, I think I'd love to go to Sweden.
There's a very
Or
small.
Sweden.
Sweden, yeah.
Any
Oh,
particular
I
venue?
thought you said sweet.
Sweet.
Sweden.
Right, I don't know.
fair.
Vacuum would be good.
Wacken, yeah.
Back in, oh yeah.
Yeah, Maryland Death Fest as well, that'd be a good one.
Yeah, wicked.
70,000 tons of steel.
Oh, that's on that cruise ship thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Can't swim nice though. Hang a little bit.
You'll have to
just-
sunbathe with a life
just chuck 'em off.
jacket.
Doesn't the Tash float?
I don't know actually.
The tattoo doesn't come off.
It just falls off. Brilliant. The tash always comes out. Always a tash. At work, at home.
Yeah.
very-
That must
it's
be
very
your
tiny,
nickname,
isn't
is
I'll tell you my nickname.
Whoa.
Hey!
Hey, what's his nickname?
Lit Tommy Lee Charlton.
Is that my nickname? Sweet.
Tommy Lee, yeah.
So,
Brilliant.
Tommy
have
Lee
the
Tash.
rest of them got nicknames then? Since they've
We've
told
got Brian. Well, it was, when I first met him, I was well drunk. And I saved him on the phone as Brian, and I woke up, and I looked in the morning and said,
Fucking
Brian.
Brian.
I was like, oh yeah, occasionally I was getting a band. I started talking to Guy, what was his name? What's your name?
Guy.
Yeah. On Facebook, and he spells his name weird. I was like, I was like, Giles the dude. So he's Giles. And I don't even know who that is, to be honest.
Cheers.
Oh, nice
Thanks.
chance to think of a nickname for him. He can't be left out.
Someone said napalm earlier. I thought that was pretty fucking.
Nathan,
That was pretty decent.
Dude, helmet.
The bassist.
Napalm or helmet.
Well, guys, thank you so much for giving us some of your time.
So
I'm going to let you go and drink now and
Hey!
have
You're wasted.
fun. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Responsibilities are over.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you.